Whiners, it's me, P. Welcome back to Adultish Wines, a sort of adultish podcast. It's safe to whine about all things here, big or small. We whine about everything. Friends, family, dating, mental health, trauma. Want to share your wines of the week? Send it into info@adultishwines.com or slide in my DMs at adultishwines. New episodes every Thursday, and if you know what's good for you, make sure to subscribe to get notified of new episodes. I'm going to need more wine. Hi, Whiners. It's your girl, P. Honey, back again. Is it crazy that 4 seasons in, it's like, what am I, a podcast, or what are we doing here together? It's just nuts. And it is nuts. It is nuts. What am I doing in this life? Okay. Someone recently asked me, how do you think your 2025 is going well then? Someone said, like, that kind of vibe. And I was like, yeah, it is going so well. Like, the state of the world, not so well, not so great, terrible, dumpster fire. But personally for me, wait, yeah, my 2025 is going well. Like, it is really so true when people say, like, when you stop focusing too hard, you stop harping on something, like, you just let it go, or let God, or whatever people say. Like, they're right. 2025 for me, first of all, obviously, as you all know, bought a house, but like, start off with an apartment. And then I was like, maybe I should just buy a house. And to make that decision when, like, financially, like, is it a smart decision? I'm not sure. Depends. But like, I just was like, I knew it was going to be right. Like, I was like, I'm going to make more money at work. I'm going to be making some buku bucks with the podcast. Like, it's the right thing to do. And hopefully I'm not speaking too soon, but like, it is the right thing to do. It was kind of an emotional moment when they asked me that about my 2025, because it's kind of been a running joke for the past few years. My friends will be like, this is your year, because there's always something traumatic and terrible happening to me. Like, this is your year. This is your year. This is your year. And it's like, I was like, please nobody say it's my year. Please nobody say it's my year. And y'all, it's my year. Like, it's crazy. Dating, when you stop focusing and stop harping and stop talking to disgusting F-boys, you meet someone who is genuinely a kind human. And it's going well. Again, I don't want to jinx it, but like, even if it doesn't, it's really shown me that I was like never asking for too much. And I've been off the dating apps for however long. Like, I'm still on Raya, as you know, but not actively, because I don't want to talk to anybody else, because I'm talking to one person that I like. So I don't know. It's been pretty cool. It's like, people say like, oh yeah, just hustle, just grind. And it's like, yeah, I've been doing that, but I do think I've been doing as good of a job as possible at balance. And it's just all happening. And I'm so happy it's happening with doing something that I love. Like, my work is going great. I love my coworkers. I like genuinely like my job. Like, I wouldn't say it's my passion, but like, I do not mind going to work every day. The podcast, obviously, I love that down. Sometimes I still cannot believe I ended up doing what I meant to do, and it's working out, and like, I'm being taken seriously, and I'm doing a good job, and I have such quality and amazing guests on, and I don't know. It's very cool. And then my dating. Hello. I just talked about that. Friends and family, doing the best I can. Some of my friends and family are going through hard times, but doing the best I can to be there for them, and just trying to be involved in their lives, and the faraway friends and the friends here in Houston, and just be a good human at the end of the day. And it's just all happening. So thank y'all for being on the ride with me. The upcoming guest that we have today is Winnie Ileso. She's fucking hilarious. Okay, so we actually met briefly at a restaurant opening. Oh my God, what is the name of the restaurant? It's an African spot, and it was so good. Oh my gosh, what is the name of the restaurant? I cannot remember. But I'll come back and tell y'all. I'll share it on my Instagram stories. It was so good. I think it's in Midtown in Houston. But we met there briefly, and her vibe was just like, I was like oohing and ahhing over the phone, and over the food, and she was oohing and ahhing over the food. And so it was kind of a funny interaction. Again, it was brief, but We follow each other on social media and then have been interacting since. And she's just kind of like a woman about town. You know what I mean? She's a fashion influencer. She's a host. She has been a runway model before. She was on a game show on Netflix called The Trust, which is like a game of greed. And so definitely want to get into that a little bit. She's just dope. She's in the dating scene. I think she's still single. So yeah, I want to just find out a little bit more about who Winnie is. And this episode I'm drinking, it's a white, what's it called? It's a white Malbec. Never had that before. So I've had Malbec. That's red typically, right? And so this is white. It's kind of like giving sparkling vibes, kind of rosé vibes, but it's from that winery that I've been talking about recently, Nice Winery in Houston, Texas. So we'll let you know at the end of the episode how I like it. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's go meet Winnie. Whiners, as y'all know, sometimes we talk about hard things on the pod, and the stigma around mental health is one of them. That's why I love having BetterHelp Therapy as a sponsor. There's no shame in the therapy game. You don't need to have a serious clinical issue like depression or anxiety to go to therapy. You can just be a regular human with regular human stuff to figure out. Therapy can help you even with everyday tools for everyday life, which is what I'm on right now. It's so lovely to have somebody unbiased to talk to. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more affordable and accessible, and they're doing just that. I know finding a therapist can be the most intimidating step of starting the journey, but all you got to do is start. Use the link in the description of this episode or go to betterhelp.com/adultish. It's so easy. You won't regret it. Just get started. And if you don't love the first therapist you're matched with, you can easily switch. That's one of the things that I worried about when finding a therapist. What if I tell my whole life story to one and end up needing to get another one? But then you got to go through the insurance and the network, and are they covered or are they not, and blah, blah, blah. So BetterHelp really cuts all those issues out. If you need an unbiased professional to vent to, or whether you have anxiety, PTSD, depression, family issues, I think BetterHelp is a great place to start. Click the link in the episode description or go to betterhelp.com/adultish. That's betterhelp.com/ADULTISH and start today. Sounds like an ad. It is, but I'm serious. Love you, Whiners. I just welcomed Winnie to the show. I said, what should I call you? No, I said, I double-checked her last name, Ileso. And she said, you can call me Winnie, but I go by Win. So I'm confused. What do you go by?
I'm Big Win. I turned 33 this year, and everything I said I'm going to do this year is going to be some big shit. So I go by Win now.
Big Win. I love it. And it's WINNIE.
Yes.
Or WIN. Big Win.
There you go.
My bad. We are off to a chaotic start. You just flew in from Mexico.
This morning, yes.
Where were you? What was the vibe? What was going on?
So we were working the PGA tournament on...
Oh.
Yeah, this is a whole story. We were working the PGA golf tournament because we got asked to bartend. Well, my homegirl asked me to do it with her. So we're there on Thursday and we're bartending and it's raining and they have us walking in the mud and I don't do that and I don't do cold. So I stayed for that one shift. While we were on that shift, we booked all of our shit. Our flight, hotel, everything, and dipped out Friday morning. So we were
just
there
for fun.
Friday. Yeah. Well, my homegirl also, she invited me because it was her homeboy's birthday. And then it was also my homegirl's birthday. So I was like, yo, for your birthday. And plus, we just got done working rodeo. Like, we need a little chill pill. So we ended up going. Girl had a time.
Where in Mexico?
So we went to Tulum first.
Okay. I want to go to Tulum.
Please go.
I thought it was like romantic.
I mean, it can be.
Okay, or party.
It can be both.
Okay.
You know, it depends on who you go with. So me and my friend, we went to Taboo. And turned that, when I tell you we had Taboo wrapped around our fingers. So if you've never been to Taboo,
no.
Taboo's on one side, Tantra's on the other side, okay? Tantra, I like Tantra better, honestly. Okay. Tantra has a pool in the middle. So we got a little cute little section right there by the pool. Girl, I ordered a bottle, went crazy. Like, I don't know how many shots people gave us, how many different sections we were in. I was smoking somebody's hookah. I don't even smoke hookah. We had this bride living her best life. We were giving ass shots. She loved it.
Oh,
she sent me the video earlier today. And we're
making friends on vacation.
Love it.
Is first of all, love it, but also like the most wholesome thing that can ever be done. Like, because we're just humans.
Yeah, exactly. Having a good time. We don't care about nothing else.
Yeah.
Whether you're white, black, tall, short, married, single, whatever the fuck. I don't give a damn. We had a time.
Oh my God, so fun.
A time. And then I passed out at 9 o'clock.
Wait, that reminds me of that like reel. It's like, and then I passed out.
Yeah, I was done. My homegirl was like, yeah, you were done by 8:45.
Okay, but also day partying, I'm into. Nighttime partying, you said you're 33? I'm 35. I can't be doing it anymore. I can't be doing it.
Give me daytime all day in another country. And for me, whenever I fly out of Houston, Texas, all rules don't apply anymore. Like they're out the window. I'm a different person. I don't know what comes over me. I'm a different person. Because I'm very type, and I learned this about myself too on this trip. I'm type A. Like I'm very like, I need this, like when's like let's go, let's do this.
Plan, itinerary.
Plan. Yes, like don't do this. Like, girl, that day I said everything out the window. I'm a germaphobe too. I don't remember washing my hands. I'm just taking shots, eating shit, just everything.
You morphed.
I just let it out.
Into crazy Win.
Fun Win.
Okay.
That's what I like to call it, fun Win. She comes out sometimes, you know.
Okay, good. But you deserved it. You've been working hard at the rodeo.
Yeah. Tired.
That's a great end to quarter one. Why didn't I think of that?
Amazing. I feel like everybody needs to take a trip after each quarter because we're human. We need that. That work, hustle life. I don't subscribe to that. I don't mind working, but like hustling.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm working. I mean, I'm working hard.
Working hard is fine, but hustling where it's like you're not resting, you're not eating right, you're not working out, you're only focused on money. You got to enjoy life.
Maybe I'm a little bit of that. It's not about the money though. It's about growth.
Yeah, of course, and that's understandable.
One day the money, so I guess I'm hustling. Damn. Okay, I gotta relax a little bit.
When I say hustling, I mean like you don't even do anything to give yourself a break throughout all the hustling that you're doing. With everything that's going on in this world mentally, we need those times to just lose.
And you're right. And also though, I just need to be treating my body better. Not on a vacation. Like I need to be like eating right, sleeping right.
Listen, with rodeo, I wasn't sleeping right. I did not go to the gym the whole month of March. I can't tell you the last time I went to the gym, honestly. Wasn't drinking water, and I felt it. My skin, my lips, how I just felt. My quad smaller. I think my ass shrunk, and I don't like that.
Not the ass.
Girl, I'm back in the gym tomorrow.
Well, I'm honestly so impressed. You were like, I would just want to confirm I'm still coming tonight. I just got off a flight, and I was so happy that you, because I saw that you were in Mexico, and I was like, if this bitch
and my homegirl was like,
on the
move your flight, and I'm like, no, I don't do that to people. Like I already confirmed. I literally came back for this, like dead ass. If I didn't have this, I would still be with her in Temptations Hotel.
Did she
having
stay?
A ball. Yeah, she stayed. She moved her flight back twice, and I was like, I gotta go, bro. I can't hold out on her.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. Honestly, that is like that does speak a lot about somebody's character, but like also low key would have been like, yeah, stay in Mexico. I'll get you on the next one.
I'll be there. This I was gonna be. This moment's not always gonna be here.
You're right. You're right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so cheers. Oh yeah, cheers. We're drinking. Are you into wine?
I love wine. What do you?
This is an interesting. I've never had this wine before. This style. It's a Malbec Blanc, which I've had a Malbec before, but definitely red. So this is white. Oopsie.
That's interesting.
But it's from this winery that I just recently became a member of because I'm an adult now and that's what I do.
That's what we do. Wait, what's the winery?
It's called Nice Winery. It's over in Spring Branch.
Okay.
In Houston.
Okay.
It's absolutely lovely. So, and this is pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get the details after. Not with the pinky up, yes, sis. Come on.
Because I'm an adult, like I said.
There you go.
Okay, but Winnie Ileso, you're a fashion influencer, entertainer, a host, which I want to hear more about. Oh, well, I want to hear more about a lot of things. But and a previous contestant on The Trust, a game of greed on Netflix. The concept of that is so crazy. So it's 11 strangers. You get together and you're just like conniving.
I wouldn't say conniving. That makes it sound so bad. So it's 11 strangers, right?
Okay.
We're all winners. Okay. They let us know we're all winners. But the question
is, not participation culture.
Do you trust everybody to not vote you out or steal money for themselves? I don't know y'all from a can of paint. I just met y'all. I don't owe y'all no kind of loyalty whatsoever. I'm going to be honest with you. And it's a game show. Like, it's a reality game show.
Yeah.
So I already knew once that being a former athlete and being competitive and being the alpha person that I am, I was like, you either get in front of the game or let the game play you. Some people flew out there and left with not even a penny. I left with money and other people left with money. That's your fault if you left with no money.
So the concept of the game is you'll leave with money if if nobody votes you
if
out.
no one votes you out, so it's 11 of
So you have to keep a good relationship
with everybody, and you have to trust that no one is stealing money out of the pot as well too for themselves. And all it takes is one vote. So you sneeze the wrong way at somebody, they can be in your face like, oh yeah, we love you, we love you, we love you, and then vote you out, go to the cliff and vote you out. And for me, I voted people out. Everybody I voted out was for reasons. The first guy we voted out, he was lying about who he was. He was a cop, came and talked about he was a stranger.
Oh, don't do that.
I joke around all the time that I'm a stranger, that I'm a stripper. I love strippers. So how are you a cop and you come and talk about you're a stripper? And it's just how he was acting. Like, I'm very observant to stuff. It just was, the stories wasn't adding up.
Okay.
So I would ask the other ladies, how y'all feel about him? We all felt the same way about him. All right, he has to go.
In women's intuition.
Oh, baby, I listened to my intuition real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other person that ended up going home, one lady got voted out, not by us. It was one of the other girls. She was trying to Captain Save a Hoe, one of the other male contestants. Why? I don't know, because she had a boyfriend at the time. But whatever. She ended up voting her out for no reason. And then we ended up voting out another guy, but he was already like a millionaire, and just how he was like playing the game. And he was young.
But so if you say we voting, you could have just voted individually, right?
We could have, but we as a women, like, we made a whole group. It was me and a couple of the other contestants, and we shared a room together as well too.
Okay.
So we're like, all right, we made a pact on the first day. We're not going to vote each other out no matter what, which we didn't.
Yeah.
I stood on my word. They stood on their word. I respect them for that. And then the other ladies in the house, it's just like, you have to watch the show. You would understand who they gravitate to and who they
I want to watch it.
stand behind. And, I'm not going to say I was, the leader or anything, but I was. I was silently
big win.
I was.
I'll admit not be a leader. How did you introduce yourself as Big Win?
When I was there?
Yeah.
No, I was just Winnie. At that time, I was just Winnie.
Okay.
From Houston, Texas, Nigerian.
Okay.
That's it.
How'd you get cast?
God.
You applied?
No.
What?
I was bartending at Sakai. Sakai got shut down.
Okay.
And so I was like, damn, what the fuck am I going to do? Like, I ain't got nothing else to do. And so, no, take that back. I was just bartending at Sakai, and I hated being in that environment. Like,
it's party. Yeah.
I grew out of it, but the money was great.
Yeah.
And randomly, I get the guy that, when I used to live in Atlanta, he approached me to be on a show, but it never got anywhere. So he approached me again, and I'm like, sure. Went through the process. They loved me. They cast me. I told my manager, Danielle, shout out to you, girl. She was like, yeah, go, sis. Come back. When you come back, you still gonna have a job. Girl left, shot, came back, was bartending at Sakai. That's it. And then Sakai got shut down. Oh. And then I managed their Joey's. Loved that job. But yeah.
Joey's Uptown.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's where I've seen you before.
Probably I was the day manager at Joey's. I loved it.
Did you wear heels?
Yeah, sometimes. Not like heels, because absolutely not, but like little.
There is a manager heels. There, beautiful.
Tall?
Yeah.
So it was two of us. It was me and Adriana.
Wears heels, and I'm like.
That's Adriana. Adriana was the guest, like the girls in the front. She was over them. That's Adriana. A lot of people would get us mixed up. You know what's funny? Me and Adriana used to work at Twin Peaks together back in the day before I left.
Twin Peaks do got some cold-ass beer.
Girl, they got some really
Someone took me there on a first date once, and that wasn't okay with me, though.
Why would you do that?
Well, I was new because I'm from Los Angeles, so
I would have said no, thank you.
I asked my friend, a guy friend, I was like, they're taking me to Twin Peaks. Have you heard of that place? And he's like, yeah, it's good. So I went, and I was like, yeah, this is Hooters.
Upscale Hooters.
For sure, upscale. And the beer is better.
Now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the one on 59, because they're across the street from each other.
Okay.
Hooters isn't there anymore.
Oh, okay. But the franchise still exists.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway. Okay. So, you're getting around. You got Sakai, you got Joey's, you got Twin Peaks.
I've always been in hospitality.
And a model.
Mm-hmm.
You've been on the New York
Fashion Week
runway
in 2021 or 2022, I believe. I walked for 6 female designers. I went to New York only walking for one, which was a former teammate from Kentucky. She had her lingerie line, and I opened for her.
Okay.
And then I went to another casting, and I only went for one designer. And then they found out I was a size 6, and they're like, oh, I need her too. And I need her
That's
too.
the typical model size?
No.
Or is that?
Typical model size is like 2'4".
Okay.
So I'm not and I got tattoos, and I'm muscular. Like, you don't really see a lot of me walking down runways.
But like, now more so, thankfully.
Now, yes. But back then, no. Like, they were like, oh, size 6.
When was this?
2022.
Okay.
I want to say. Yeah, 2022, 2021 is when I went.
Oh my God.
For New York Fashion Week. Yeah. Now I'm trying to tap into Lagos Fashion Week this year and walk for their designers. Oh yeah. In Nigeria, baby, them designers are eating it up. the stories behind what they design, the texture, the fabric, the construction. When I tell you they design things for women, all shades, colors, sizes, it's disgusting, the beautiful work that they produce out there. And to me, I feel like that's a bigger fashion show than New York, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because they're creating. New York Fashion Week now,
it's a lot of, oh my God, I almost said copying.
Yeah, it is. And it's just a lot of influencers.
Yeah.
It's not gate-kept anymore.
Yeah.
So no one wants to go anymore. Because everything I was seeing about this year's New York, or last year's New York Fashion Week, or this year's whatever, it was all negative stuff. Like, oh, don't want to go anymore. It's so like not what it used to be. It's just influencers taking pictures now or thinking that they're somebody and they're really not somebody and so forth. So to me, I feel like Lagos Fashion Week is going to be the next biggest fashion week to take over.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So you're sending your lookbook and
girl,
rap sheet.
Do you need
Which is so cool. You can DM now.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Back in America's Next Top Model days, that was not the case. Running around town. Oh, I loved that show.
You can't do that. You loved America's Next. I did too, but now, have you watched a documentary about what really happened behind the scenes?
No.
Girl, they were bullying them girls.
Well, I mean, I definitely picked up on that watching the actual show.
The girls cry.
Oh.
But more came out about it too. Yeah, I watched it just a little bit and I was like, I'm not watching this anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Too close to home.
Well, I've never had any bad modeling experiences.
Okay.
At all. But just like the things that some of the girls went through mentally being on that show, yeah, nah, I wouldn't sign up for that.
Well, you don't know that you're signing up for it, but at the end of the day, it is reality TV. Like I've had Stacey on from Love is Blind Houston. Houston,
she
and
got
like
a girlfriend. I want to know how these girls be going on Love is Blind and then be breaking up and then be in a relationship like the next. Like, do I need to go on Love is Blind? Because I'm like, what the hell?
Well, it is when it comes out. It's however many months behind. You know what I mean? So they had time to come out here and be out on the streets.
It's like a year. I was like,
a lot can happen in a year.
They locked down real quick. Locked down real quick.
You're single,
unfortunately. It's so sad.
Who you looking for? What's your vibe?
That's the thing. Like, so I'm a bisexual girl. Okay. So I don't know. Like, I'm a lover girl at heart. And I think people find me intimidating. And I'm like, why? Like, I'm the coolest person ever. Like, the last 2 people I shot my shot at, which I'm not doing no more, literally were like, yeah, you look like you would have somebody out your window screaming your name, or you look like you would stress me out in a good way, or I wouldn't be able to focus. And I'm like, what? Or you just look intimidating. I didn't think that like you would say. And I don't like that because it's like, you don't even know me. You didn't even give me a chance.
But also, I mean, I've been told that I've been intimidating.
What do you want us to do?
I don't, like, if you tell me that I'm intimidating you, like, first of all, it's a turnoff. So,
big turn off.
Thank you. But also, I am like, why? I'm so nice.
That's exactly. Like, I'm the coolest
I'm really
person.
Nice.
I could be A-type, yes, but I'm the coolest person and the most caring person.
I am so A-type.
Because why wouldn't you want to be A-type? Like, you got to have some kind of like, all right.
I like a schedule. And then we can stray from the schedule.
Exactly.
Like, but if there's no schedule, we're just out here straying.
No.
What are we doing?
I can't do that. You got a whole podcast to run. I got my whole life to run. I can't just.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
I don't like that. Like, please, like, schedule stuff. And it's just like, what gets me about people that complain about, oh, why you can't just. You have a job, right? Especially like people in the corporate world. You have teams. Don't you schedule meetings? I'm pretty sure you don't go to accounts and just be like, hey, can you hop on a call real quick?
Listen, I was dating a basketball coach for a minute. And his communication, literally below ground level, it was so bad. Like, how do you function as a human in this? So eventually I said, you are an assistant coach for a college basketball team, are you not? And he said, yeah. I said, so you are scheduling meetings.
Left and right.
Left and right. You are communicating to your teammates. You are communicating to your head coach. You are communicating to the school.
Clock it.
You are purchasing flights.
You
are doing things with your fingers. You're like, why isn't it happening with me?
Listen, it takes nothing. I say this all the time. I said, you're a man, right? I said, you go take a piss, right? I know you take a shit throughout the day. If not, you need to go check on your bowel movements. When you're sitting on that toilet, a simple, hey, how are you? Hey, good morning.
Because we know you're on your phone when you're taking a shit anyway.
It costs nothing. You walking down the hallway texting. You might bump into somebody. That's the time that you could just check in. I don't know why communication has been such a horrible thing and a hard thing for people. I don't get it. And I'm at the point in my life where it's like, if I'm not begging you for communication, you either have it and you understand. Because I let people know off the rip, I don't care about nothing. Your actions will show me if you're really interested.
Mm-hmm.
If you can go 2-3 days without saying anything to me, but then be liking my Instagram posts and be in my DMs and shit, but you can't text me and you have my real actual number, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Because are you looking for something serious?
Yes.
Okay.
At my, like, I'm not saying I want to get married
at your
tomorrow.
big age. I know. I keep saying
yeah.
that.
I'm like, I don't want to be a hoe outside. Absolutely not. This is decadence.
Yeah.
Okay? Not everybody's going to get this. And not everybody deserves this either. And I'm very, 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 like, big on that. I don't give people my time. If I know we're not a match, no, I'm not doing that. I don't care how much money you have, what you look like. You act funny or you don't have the values and, like, the respect that I'm looking for,
Mm-hmm.
I'm off. Now, I'm not saying, like, off the rip once we meet, like, we're together immediately. No, but you ask me for my number, we go on dates, that's going into something. I don't want to just...
You're not doing it with a dead end in mind.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't want a situationship. Situationship for what? I have emotions and feelings, and I know how I can get because I'm a lover girl. If I want to fuck somebody easily, I can easily fuck my neighbor if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that either.
I saw you say something on one of your Instagram stories recently, and I cackled because it resonated with me. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get the verbiage wrong, so definitely correct it when you recognize what it is. But you were like, I am so done with these dates because one thing about me is we're going to go on a date and it's going to be a good date because I know how to speak. I know how to communicate.
Girl.
Like you were you were like, I know how to.
Listen.
Let's talk about it because I feel the same. I say that. I say, we're not going to have a bad date. If I'm there, the date's good.
Why go on a date, right? And then you just sit there and stare the whole time. Or your personality is somewhere vanished. Did you leave it at home? Like, what's going on? And I think with a lot of women, because we like to be yappers, because we yap with our girls, we go on dates and we're yapping, but we're not noticing we're the ones carrying the date. We're the ones carrying the conversation. So I started to shut up. Hi, hey. We don't say nothing for 5 minutes, baby. I'm going to eat that food and drink that drink and enjoy it in that silence of 5 minutes. Because I feel like men with personalities, it's like, it's refreshing, but it's like a lot of y'all just look good and that's it.
Right.
But it's the same thing even with women too, because I've heard some stories with women. Some women, well, actually some women are a lot, but they're a little better than men. But some women too, it's just like they look good, but their attitudes are horrible. You know what I mean? But with men, like my last few dates with men, I've noticed that I'm carrying the conversation. I'm asking the questions that matter. Don't ask me what the fuck I ate today. You don't really give a damn what I ate. You don't really care what my favorite color is. Like, let's be honest. At our biggest, you don't care. Because if you cared about what I ate, you would have asked me earlier around lunchtime and breakfast. Hey, what you eating today? You got your protein intake?
Like, it's so interesting because I'm talking to a guy who literally genuinely cares what I eat. Like, he's like, you are not eating enough. You need to eat more protein. Eat the rainbow. Like, where's your greens? What is going on? Because I've been moving, you know. But it feels so... I know. And I keep saying that. I'm like, I didn't have a microwave. I didn't have pots. I didn't have pans. I've been eating sandwiches for 14 days. I could never have another sandwich in my life.
It's tough moving and trying to eat healthy. It's
but
tough.
It is. But where I'm getting at with that is like, sometimes I'm like, shut up about my food. But he actually genuinely cares. And he is consistent. Like, he's like, where's your lunch? What are we doing? And you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be participating in it. Right. But I'm like, that feels good.
That's good. But people that are just like, oh, what'd you eat today? You tell them, oh, okay, that's cool.
I'm so done with that. I
leave the conversation right there. You give me a dead to a conversation, I'm going to leave it right there.
Really?
You don't come with the follow-up question?
You know what, though? That's so interesting because... Would you like some more wine?
Absolutely. You don't come up with the follow-up question, or if I look at the conversation and everything is like short and stuff like that. And you know, some people are like, well, I'm not a big texter. Okay, pick up your phone and call me.
See, lies.
But if you pick up the phone and call me and it's the same energy, get off. I would literally be like, hey, okay, so this isn't really going anywhere. We can get off the phone, or we can talk later.
Yeah.
We can talk later. But I would love to come across somebody that has personality and is fun and can plan dates and can plan something. Baby, Google and TikTok, you can't plan a date. You asking me for my number.
ChatGPT? You could literally plan.
Google. Yelp. You can find some things to do. And not every date has to be going out to eat. I've gotten to that place in my life too. I'd rather go to an activity.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd rather go bowling. I can't bowl, but shit, I'll have a blast trying.
Okay.
Let's go golfing and, maybe be high while we're golfing or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Let's
live
go,
a little.
Yeah, let's go have a coloring book and some wings and pizza and some rosé and have a picnic.
Oh, wait.
Like, I've gotten...
by the way, is...
People sleep on picnics. I love that. If people sleep on coloring books, I love that. I love coloring books. I just took it up when I moved into Midtown. I have like 3 coloring books and I have like a spread of like markers that's like 64 from Burlington. Yeah. I have this thing called Winnie Wednesdays where at 5 p.m., not 5:01, not 5:02, not 4:59, 5 p.m. My phones go on D&D. I don't respond to nobody. No emails, no calls, no texts. Unless it's like a dire emergency, I don't talk to nobody after 5 p.m. And I do what I want to do for myself, whether it's smoking a blunt and making dinner, or going out to a show, going to an opera, or just sitting with myself, or just sitting outside, or I do something for myself, and I disconnect from everybody because you need that time. You need that time. Because Sunday, this is summer, baby. Sundays used to be my like, chill. I'm outside on Sundays now. Saturdays, I'm outside on Saturdays. But yeah, Winnie Wednesdays, girl, I'll be finding out things about myself. I said, oh, I actually like this. Okay.
That is so cute.
I
love that.
To do that.
You're really dating yourself on Wednesdays.
Basically, yeah. And it's anything I want to do, whatever it is I want to do, whether I take myself to dinner or, again, simple as just sitting there and doing a coloring book and watching TV. I just don't talk to nobody. No social media, no nothing. Disconnect from everybody.
That's nice.
It's really nice.
And probably really nice because you are, I don't know, do you prefer content creator or influencer?
I prefer content creator.
Okay. You are out here in those content creation streets.
Yeah, I try, whatever.
Fashion.
Big on it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Makeup, I don't know. I think I'm trying to get into makeup, but I don't wear a lot of makeup.
Okay.
I'm trying to get into it.
Natural beauty.
Thank you, girl. I'm drinking water in mama business. And I ain't got nobody stressing me out, But I would say more so content creation. And I've started liking taking content for other people. I've started liking doing that behind the scenes as well too. Like taking pictures, dressing people, posing people and everything. I take that joy. Like, I love when people are like, oh my God. Like, if I'm taking your pictures and I see like you love it and like you're like excited about it and it boosts your confidence up or whatever, that brings me joy to make somebody else feel like great and happy and obsessed about themselves. Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you deal with any fallout in your life? Like, did you have any fallout or drama from the show or
Girl, I don't talk
content?
to nobody on that damn show but MJ. That's it.
Okay.
MJ was the older woman, grandmother on the show. Love her down.
Okay.
Hey, MJ girl. I'm going to call you. I'm sorry you ain't heard me since March. But love MJ.
It's only April. It's fine.
Love MJ.
Okay.
Everybody else, no. I don't talk to them.
Okay. What about any, comments, trolls?
Oh, baby, I had one last night. Did you see my story?
No.
Oh, yeah. She tried to say that, which is so funny. Black woman, you go to her page, she has braids in her head. She's talking about, oh, yeah, you would think somebody, how you going to be rude and scratching your head like you got dog fleas or some shit that she said. Oh, yeah, I blast her ass. Sometimes I have times with trolls. I get the nastiest comments from women. I don't know what it is. I get the nastiest.
What?
The nastiest.
What the hell is wrong?
Oh, I ate her ass up and blocked her immediately yesterday. Because if I can catch it, because sometimes I don't catch them. But if I catch, especially when the show came out, any negative thing, I was deleting it. And then it was just interesting how people were getting mad I was deleting it. Do you think I'm about to sit here and let you come on my page and bully me? Are you okay?
Yeah.
No. You went out your way to come find me and type what you had to say. Did it make you feel better? I'm pretty sure it didn't. I'm pretty sure you're still miserable because it's always trolls. They don't have a picture, they don't have followings, or they're ugly. You can't be ugly talking shit to people.
You know what I say is you can't have a Bible verse from Jesus Christ himself.
Girl.
If you're talking shit to me.
Girl, she had a whole cross tattoo on her chest that looked like a 5th grader did it.
No.
How you come and talk?
You can't.
Your braids look like you paid $30 from them. You need to go redo them or take them down. I don't know. But what? Yeah. Anytime you do anything, whether it's reality TV or whatever, you're always going to have trolls.
Always going to. And
whether you have business or not, you're always going to have trolls.
Yeah.
Always.
But you're never going to be, do you feel like the sentiment is true where like you're never going to be, how do you say this? Like no one's going to talk shit to you or talk down to you who's doing as well as you.
No.
Like it's always going to be people who are.
Under. Yeah. under. And that's why a lot of them like, if you met me in real life and saw me, you wouldn't open your mouth to say that. And that's what gets me every time. And then they don't have nothing else to say. Exactly. Or they try to go, oh, you're so mean. Like the amount of times I got called mean, a bully. I'm like, because I'm such a strong, honest person, I'm mean.
Because I'm speaking up for myself.
Because I'm calling out the bullshit and I'm peeping everything. That lets me know that y'all don't have friends in your life that really tell you the truth. That really point out when you're fucking up or you're doing something stupid. Because there is a scene you'll see where I'm talking to a castmate and I'm letting her know like, yo, such and such doesn't even really like you because of the stuff that he was saying. Mm-hmm. That's like, you have a boyfriend, right? I'm cool with your boyfriend, cool with you. Every time me and your boyfriend we're friends, like longtime friends, nothing else. But every time I sit and talk to him, he ain't got nothing nice to say to you. But you all in his face, kiki kakaing and rubbing toes, dirty feet together and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, because I'm a girl's girl. Like, he ain't saying nothing positive about you, but you so in love with this man. You'll see the scene and you'll be like, okay, oh my God. Girl, we ended up on the shade room. I ended up on the shade room.
Kind of fun. Kind of fun.
But I'm not apologizing. I'm never going to apologize for who I am. Now, do I know that sometimes I can be too straightforward for people? Absolutely. But I'm never going to be a fluffy type of person. Because why? Mm-hmm. Because if you got a something on your face and you got something in your teeth and I let you walk around, that's a fake ass friend.
Oh, 100%. That's one of my biggest whines.
If I know something about you and you're my friend, like I genuinely care about you, genuinely like fuck with you 110, I'm going to let you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know.
I think it's a good
and it's
person.
And it's not to be rude or a bully, but I feel like, and don't come for me for this, I feel like COVID made a lot of people very soft and too emotional. And like not like I'm a little toughness. You know what I mean? Like have a backbone.
I feel like that even started before COVID. Like it's this
maybe it got worse with COVID.
Participation.
Everybody has to be nice.
Everyone gets an award. Everyone's doing amazing, sweetie.
You look good and you don't really look good.
Yeah.
Your outfit looks good and it really doesn't look good. Let's not get into that too.
Okay. You are an athlete. Track and field, cross country, and basketball.
Ready for this? 18 years of track, 3 years of cross country, 6 years of basketball, 1.5 years of bodybuilding. Oh yeah. If I show you my bodybuilding picture, you'd be like, that's not you. But it is me.
Oh, stop.
I have to send it to you because I don't know if I have it on this phone. Do I?
Okay. Oh, you got 2 phones?
Yeah, girl, don't worry about that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you.
18 years? Do you feel like you missed out on childhood at all? You were so focused on excelling in a sport?
No, I think that's what made my childhood.
Ooh.
If I'm going to be honest with you. Because I realized, I think it was like 4th grade, when we used to have field days and shit?
Yeah.
So I found out I was faster than the boys. Oh, they didn't like that. But I didn't give a damn. I would run. I was a tomboy, by the way, when I was younger. Like playing football, blowing up Barbies in the backyard, popping willies. That's how I have like this scar right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a full-on tomboy when I was younger. So going into athletics and sports, I feel like that made who I was, and it made my childhood exciting because I'll say this not to open up too much. Home wasn't that great.
Okay.
So of course, me going to school, I'm out. After school activities, I created friends. I created a community. I created like sisters and stuff like that as well too. And when you're a top athlete in your city, yeah, it's fun as shit. When you're dusting people left and right, and I have the medals and certificates, I have a whole box of medals, my track shoes and everything. When you're eating it up, yeah, it's fun. When heat is behind you, yeah, it's fun. When your school is killing everybody, besides Mansfield Timberview, yeah, it's fun. I fucking hated running against them. But yeah, it's fun. Like, high school track was so much fun. When I got to college, I hated it.
Okay.
But I think I hated it because I had a full ride scholarship. So my college trips were Kentucky, LSU, Colorado. I missed my TCU visit, and I think I was going to go visit Arkansas. But I ended up going to UK on a full ride scholarship. Loved UK.
UK is
University of Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky.
SEC.
Okay.
Big boys.
Okay.
Loved it there.
Really?
Okay. Girl, I had my first like real white boy there, girl. Changed his life.
Oh,
he actually messaged me like a couple months ago to congratulate me on the show. And I was like, that's so interesting. But anyways, that's besides the point. But loved Kentucky.
Okay.
Fucked up my knee. They took my scholarship. I had to transfer back here to Texas. So went to Sam Houston State University.
Okay.
Girl, I still got to screw my knee. I could twerk, but not to my level.
Only for a few minutes.
For a few minutes, I might need help getting back up. So ended up going to Sam Houston, and I had the toughest time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had the toughest time. I went through my first breakup. I wasn't the top athlete anymore. I was having hip problems, back problems. I couldn't do hurdles, how I was killing it in hurdles in high school anymore. And it's like when you go to college and you see other people doing what you're supposed to be doing and they're killing it and you're struggling, that plays a game on you.
Yeah.
And in college too, I was working. So I was going to school, being an athlete, working, running my own business, and I was doing pageants all while in college. It's a lot.
That's a lot.
I was driving from Huntsville to the Woodlands for work because Hooters was the only place that you could make money.
What's the length of time for that for people that don't
it's
like me?
40 minutes, 35 minutes. Girl, I was always speeding down 45. Horrible. But that was the only place that I could make money and it would stay open late, you know? But I don't take it back.
Okay.
I enjoyed being an athlete. I
mean, that's pretty fucking cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I wanted to go to the Olympics, but I actually said no, actually. Because I already knew, like, you never really fully come back from
competing at that level.
And I'll say I'll never fully bounce back fully. Like, I still don't even have my full range of motion. And I had too many issues going on, hip, back. I'm not about to add more years. This is my last year. And I think I ended up, like, quitting, too. I think with, like, 3 track meets left, I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
School's almost out. I'm just done.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Damn. Made your childhood, though. That's very cool.
Girl, crazy childhood. I was a rebel.
Hey! I wouldn't have guessed.
I was bad.
Not big win.
I was bad. Because with Nigerian parents, bro, they're strict. So I'm the youngest of 5 too.
Okay.
So I am the black cat in the family. I would definitely say that. I'm the more like, you won't hear from me and then I'm in Dubai. And you're like, what? Why are you in Dubai? Like tattoos. Where did you get tattoos from before track practice? Like drinking, throwing parties. No, well, my mom will never see this. But I was so bad. Like I would throw parties when my mom would leave to work. I would throw parties and then clean the whole house up before she came back in the morning. Really, and everybody would be in there because I lived right behind the school. And to this day,
your house is the place to be.
Yeah, like I'm talking about, jump the fence and you're in my neighborhood. To this day, she still don't know. There was one time my grandma was there. God rest her soul, love her, miss her, and she partied with us. She came out I told her stay in her room. She ccame out her room, don't speak a lick of English or anything. She came out her room, probably about 5'3". Everybody's like, oh, that's your grandma. I'm like, yeah, they're like, grandma.
Like, don't touch grandma, don't touch.
They're like, grandma. And she just never said anything to my mom about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Down. She was down. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. My childhood was very interesting. It was very interesting.
And you grew up in Houston?
I grew up in Mansfield, Texas.
Okay.
So born in Fort Worth, Texas, somewhat raised in Arlington, but really Mansfield, Texas. And honestly, I will also say, too, because I have to give credit because I know she's going to watch this and I know the girls are going to watch this. My coach, which is my second mom, which I really call her my mom.
Okay.
She saved my life, bro. I'm not even in cap. If that woman didn't believe in me the way that she believed in me, I don't think I would have made it how I made it in my track career or in high school. And I don't think I would have went to college, honestly, if it wasn't for that woman.
Just like her encouragement and how she believed in you?
The level of like care, the level of... She was like my mom. Mm-hmm. Better than my mom.
Like she saw you.
Yeah. Like support, everything. Like I'm talking about, even still to this day, I'm 33. She's still a part of my life. We went skiing together for New Year's, Christmas. Me, the girls, her. Yeah. I tell everybody, I'm like, yeah, I have a white mom. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you want to see pictures? This is her. Love her down. Her and her girls. Love her family down.
That is so special.
Yeah, she saved my life. So,
I mean, teachers and coaches.
That lady, forever.
Aww.
Forever. I don't want kids, but the 2 girls she has, no. The girls that she has, those are my responsibility. So it's like, that's why I said big win. Anything I do moving forward, it's for them. It's for her. That's my why. If I'm going to be honest with you. But kids, coming out of this, girl, no.
Really?
I was talking about my friend about that too. Like, okay, don't clock me for this. I love like pregnant women, beautiful. I don't know what it is. Every time I see a pregnant belly, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. Like the first time I touched a pregnant belly, like, have you touched one?
No. I think I have.
My friend was like,
not gonna lie.
No, feel. And I was like, And I was like, And they're like, no, feel. I'm like,
no, I saw a lady.
And now I'm more used to it. It's fine. And it's beautiful, but like, it's not for me really, probably either.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm not gonna take away from that at all. But I saw a lady and her stomach was this way. I thought it was supposed to be just here. It was this way. And I was like, that looks uncomfortable. That looks painful. And I like to sleep on my stomach, no pillows. I'm like sprawled out in my bed. I can't do that anymore. No, thank you. No.
Wow. So you need a guy who is going to communicate and also not want to have children.
Yeah.
Out of your body.
I don't mind being a stepmom. I really don't.
Same. I've dated men with kids and I am into it.
Yeah. I've done it before. I love kids, but I love giving them back. And I just don't think I see myself going through that process. No.
Oh my God. I know. I can't picture it for myself either. However, I'm still open to it. I am. It would take a lot for someone to convince me that they were going to be, one, a great father, an involved father.
That's very important.
Two, responsible money-wise, because one thing about me is I grew up poor and I'm not going to be poor again. No. I'm not going to be choosing between diapers and or date night with my husband or vacation. Like I deserve more.
Exactly. I agree.
And the child deserves more.
I agree.
And what's the other one? Oh yeah, and be madly in love.
Yeah,
so like
you have to be obsessed with me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you have to be obsessed with me. We have to make money together.
Agreed.
And then you have to want to watch your kid. And so those three things, that's a lot.
I think my mind's only changed once.
Okay.
And that was in 2021. But he also ended up being my biggest heartbreak. I didn't take nobody seriously for I didn't really start dating again until taking dating seriously until top of maybe 2023. Girl, I was down bad. He put me down bad. When I tell you no confidence in myself, crying, couldn't even talk about it without crying. Yeah, nah, I would rather not. That's the only time I changed my mind. And he wanted 5 kids and I was like, yeah, girl, you see your face? You see my face? No, 5 kids. And I'm like, yeah, I would do that with you because I've never felt how I felt it. Yeah, I loved him. Dead ass. I can sit here and say that I loved that man. Never again.
Never again.
Oh, will I ever be like, oh yeah, I'll sign up for 5 kids? No.
Well, maybe you might not know how you're going to feel about the next person. Okay, we're going to play Wine or Fine.
Yes.
And it's brought to you by Power Movers. And as you know, I just moved.
You did. Congratulations with your big house. Big girl status. Come on, sis.
Thank you. Moving is never fun. I'm very grateful for Power Movers. 3 gentlemen showed up, moved my apartment to the townhome in 2.5 hours. They beat me. I got to my townhome. We left at the same time. No, I left before them because they still had to close the truck. And they were there. And I was like, wow, you guys are not milking the clock.
Girl, and nothing was broke.
Nothing was broke. And they were so nice to Pedro. And obviously, he's the light of my life.
Oh.
So highly recommend Power Movers if you are moving in Houston, Texas. They're the rodeo's official mover. They move in and out all that equipment, all the bars and everything like that. So yeah, they're a small company, but they do a lot of work. So I just wanted to shout them out.
Hey, shouts out to y'all because that's a lot.
Yeah, so if you need, highly recommend.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Wine or Fine.
Okay.
I'm going to say 5 things and you either whine, it's a no, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or fine, you're into it.
Okay.
Wine or Fine, pineapple on pizza.
Fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Peeing in the shower.
Water, fine. Water and water. So, hey, it's fine.
Your body just goes into that natural state, I feel like.
Exactly. So it's and it's all going down.
I pee every time I'm in the shower. It just happens.
Exactly. Why would that not be okay? You want me to get out the bathroom with my wet ass body and see my wet ass on the toilet.
Or remember to pee first before getting in. No.
That's wasting water.
Thank you.
No.
We're just environmentally.
Yeah. And if we're in the shower together, just, hey, stand behind me because, let it go in front of me. And
yeah, exactly. Or get that, get the hose. And
hey, stand behind me. Excuse me real quick. My bad.
Excuse me real quick. Camping. Like real camping.
Like insects and shit. Whine. No, thank you. Mm-mm.
Big win.
Mm-mm. Glamping?
Not on a Wednesday at 5?
Glamping?
Finding out if you like it or not?
Mm-mm. I don't like itching, feeling like something's crawling on me and chirping. Mm-mm. Glamping? Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. In a hotel room, you mean?
Glamping. Like, have you seen the glamping spots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never glamped. I've only camped.
I don't think I can do it. Like, it has to be really set. Like, I need a mattress, food.
A no-shoe household.
Like, no shoes in the house?
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Okay.
You take off your shoes when you enter my house.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Because you don't know what's on the bottom of what people be walking
I know, I'm
in.
learning this, and I think I'm going to be that.
Yeah, I live in Midtown, so dog shit, human shit, no thank you.
No.
Shoes off when you enter my house.
Yeah.
Immediately. Like, it's so bad to where I have a camera in my place, and if I see, like, maintenance come in without bags, I literally come home, will literally mop my floors or
you
Lysol.
You just say you're a germaphobe.
Yeah, and Lysol wherever they stepped. I don't play that.
Yeah, also Lysol, like, that shit will kill everything.
Yeah.
Dating app photos having a time limit. Like an expiration. Like, you can only use this photo if it's 60 days old or 90 days old.
30 days. I would put 30 days.
Fine, right?
Fine.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, I agree on that because people change within a month, 2 months. So, yeah.
Yeah. And, like, I've been on some dates. I've never been catfished.
I have.
Ooh.
Girl, the worst. He took me to Twin Peaks.
Full circle.
Girl, he took me to Twin Peaks. I remember. It's back when I used to be heavy on the dating apps. Looked great on the pictures. Young, everything. I show up, Botox everywhere. Looked so much older than he was. And gained weight. Then took me to Twin Peaks. Had the audacity to try to slide his number to the waiter while my black ass is sitting right there. I said, excuse me. I looked it up. I said, oh, this is what we doing? Set it down. Walked out. Walked across the hallway. Got my car. And what the fuck home? Back to Pearland. What? Yes. Also, last one, I was last catfished. On his pictures, looked great. Everything. Got there, receding hairline, wore glasses, crusty ass lips, ashy ankles. I'm like, what's going on here? Because when I was on dating apps, like, okay, this is a fashion forward, very well put woman. Why would you come looking like that?
Yeah.
I had a doctor once that came, wrinkled shirt. Something said, sit in your car for a minute. I'll never forget this date. Something said, sit in your car for a minute. He pulled up. Nice car. He claimed he was a doctor, everything. He got out the car, had a grandpa hat cocked to the side. I could see that, like, when someone grabs your shirt or whatever right here, wrinkled all right here and pulled down. Dad sandals and wrinkled ass jeans. You think I'm about to walk into Boss Cat with you looking like that?
No.
And people can be like, well, that's just, no, because first impression is everything. If you're going on a meeting, are you going to go into a meeting looking like that? Unless you're just some CEO that has a shit ton of money and people know who you are and they don't care.
No, it's just bad. It's all bad.
Especially when you know that the girl is fashion forward.
Yeah.
Put some effort in. And I'm not saying you got to be designer down because I don't really like designer like that. A simple black t-shirt, some jeans, show your ankles. Make sure the lotion's on your ankles. And some nice shoes. That's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much for me.
No, I'm with you. By the way, one of the worst outfitted men, I went on a coffee date, which, like, so against coffee dates, but, like, I always went because I don't need a full dinner. It's like, I don't want to sit through dinner with you if I don't like you. But,
that's
like,
facts.
Coffee, okay. But here's the problem. I can talk to anybody, have a podcast, like, and I'm going to be the date. Like,
right.
I am the date. Anyway, pull up. I see him. He is in, first of all, he lets me know he's going to be there an hour early. He's like, hey, I just pulled up. And I was like, oh, did you? He's like, oh, I just wanted to be on time. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to be there for 50 minutes. So see you then. Pull up. He is in the most disgusting sweatpants I've ever seen in my life. Like, he's not in a tracksuit. He's not in a fit. He's in the sweatpants that you grabbed from, like, the ones that, like, came out the back of your dresser that has been sitting in the back of the dresser for a year.
Ever.
Stained, disgusting. In those, he has white socks on that were so brown from wearing them in slides. Not like I'm saying it was not a fit. It was like, and I knew that he played soccer. And so I said, "Did you just come from soccer?" And he's like, "No." I said,
"Oh, no," immediately no.
It was awful. It was the worst date. No. It was awful.
Actually, no. I went on a date 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Musclehead, tatted up, everything. Looks great. You know, when I first saw him, looked great. Girl, he showed up to the date. Basic faded black shirt. Looked like swim shorts. Kicks that he looked like he's been running on. Counting his calories, everything like that. He lifted his hands up. Holes all right here. I said immediately no.
Oh, no.
I don't like wearing pants. I said, well, there's going to be times where I get invited to events. And if I invite you, I need to make sure that I don't have to be stressed out about what you're going to look like or show up like. Like, I'm not asking for much, but you literally had holes. And your black is faded. And then you're talking really...
And where, not that it matters, but where was the date? Like,
we went to Moxie's. And I don't even go to Moxie's like that. We went to Moxie's.
No, the problem is not Moxie's. The problem is that you're wearing this at Moxie's. And you're not like working out at the outdoor bench at the Memorial Park.
Counting your calories. I'm like, did you just get off your run?
Mm-mm.
I'm a fashion forward girl.
And those, I'm sure you show that on your photos.
What?
Yeah.
In person.
Right. Oh, you met him in person?
Yeah.
Oh.
In person. Okay. And my biggest turnoff, hey, so I'm going to be in casual clothes so you don't have to dress up much. Don't you ever fucking tell me that shit. I will quickly be like, I'm not interested.
I had someone say that to me.
I'm not interested.
How could you say that to me?
I've had 3 people do that to me and I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm good. Because you're not about to try to bring me down to your level. Like, no.
Why would you say that?
No.
How does it even sound good coming out of your mouth? I'm just going to let her know.
What? If you send me the place, I can figure out how to dress appropriately. I promise you that.
I believe it.
That's the biggest turn. You don't have to dress up. I'm not going to wear
First of all, don't tell me how to dress.
That part.
First of all, don't tell me what to do.
You haven't contributed to my closet, so
I just really don't like. But you know what? It is truly like you will... How do I say this? Like, I went on a date with a guy, and beforehand we talked for a couple weeks, and I was in the middle of training my dog.
Yeah.
And he had dogs, which liked that. But then he got really into, like, telling me what I should try with my dog.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. And I was like, I don't know you like that. Don't tell me what to do. But, like, it's so interesting because I do feel like if I liked someone or if I was into somebody and they were to offer advice, maybe they would do it in a better way, but like I'd be more receptive to that. You know what I mean?
You didn't,
but
like
him.
No, you didn't like him.
Girl, I gotta tell you about that separately.
You didn't like him.
That's my wine of the week for the whole year. That man. That's Raising Cane's guy. If any of the Whiners are wondering who that is.
Yikes!
Oh my god, I'll share the reel that I made on this guy.
Yikes!
Okay, we're gonna get into the wine of the week, which is brought to you by Adam and Eve. Okay. Sex toys. You into it?
Ooh, baby, I got a whole box of that.
Yeah, I was saying that in my move, I can't be sure where they are because I hid them real well so nobody saw.
Girl, who gives a fuck?
I know.
We're adults. It's 2025. There's less women out here having sex and pleasing themselves. Who cares? I have 4 different toys, masks, handcuffs. I enjoy whatever's in my box when I need to. I do not care.
Yes.
Why hide it?
I don't know. I just felt like
no, don't.
Movers don't need to see this.
What they gonna do? Come back? And try to
maybe. Actually, when I did move to my first apartment here in Houston, I had a couch delivery man stalk me on Facebook. Yes. He got my information. He obviously knew where I lived because he dropped off the couch. But then he got my he looked me up on Facebook and Instagram and got my phone number and stalked me. So yeah, maybe they will come back.
I advise all women to have a camera in your place, whether you have
an
apartment
Vivint,
or
home security,
and outside. So my neighbor across from me, she has a camera outside. So I always ask them like, hey, anything happened this like. I love the fact that I live by girls. Like, it's like one across from me, a diagonal, and next to me. Or women, not girls. And I always act like we watch out for each other. And I love that. Mm-hmm. Like, I really love that. Me and my neighbor across the way, girl, she told me her story about her man. Me and her like this now.
It's so fun.
I was like, come drink some wine and just have the whole bottle because you're going through a lot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I advise every woman to have a
No,
camera
it's so
in your
important.
place and outside your door. You have to.
I have those now.
Yeah. And I hope
So
you
don't
change
try
your
me.
locks or whatever the case too, because I've heard stories about that.
I haven't done that. Maybe I'll do that.
You have to.
Okay, but obviously we both love sex toys. Thanks, Adam and Eve. They're offering Adultish listeners 50% off of one item, 3 special bonus gifts, 6 free movies, and free shipping.
Ooh.
And your privacy is a priority, so it's discreet shipping. So go to adamandeve.com, use code ADULTISH, ADULTISH, to get 50% off one item, 3 free gifts, 6 free movies, and free shipping.
What kind of movies you like, girl?
Oh! Okay. I haven't really participated in a movie in a while, but my producer's back there like, you gonna answer that? I'm blushing. What kind of movies do you like?
Girl, I have a whole sex list, so...
Okay, for a while, I wouldn't say that I've done it in many years, but I really like the cheesy storytelling, vibes.
Really?
Yeah. You're out, oh my God, on Pornhub, which is that still legal in Texas? I'm not sure. But you're out at the pool and pool man comes and then things go crazy.
Hey, how's your day going? Oh,
Yeah.
it's going well.
What are you here for, to clean the pool? Yeah, for sure. I was into that for a while. Cheesy. Cheesier, better.
I like everything. I'm
Okay.
just going to be honest.
Okay.
I just but I really like intimacy. I like when it's intimate and it's passionate because I'm a very intimate person. And that's why I say I can't just have sex with somebody. If I do, that's just very, very random.
Okay.
I have to know that you're going to understand my body, and you're going to give me what I need.
You're going to be my buddy and understand my body.
Yeah. And you're going to take your time and you're going to enjoy this melanin. You're going to smell my skin, feel how soft it is. You're going to get all this. All this. Yeah,
Okay.
That's important to me.
I like that.
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
It's different.
Big win again. Big win again. Okay, what's your wine of the week?
I really would love women to know how to dress for the occasion. Because the amount of ass cheeks, and I know y'all probably gonna be like, well, you got your ass cheeks. These are shorts, just to let you know. The amount of ass, I'm talking about literal ass cheeks I saw at the rodeo, where kids are, families are. We need to bring back sacredness. We need to bring back everything's not meant for everybody to see. Okay. We need to bring that back.
So you're not afraid, you're not covered up all the time, but there's a time and a place. Like in Mexico, ass out.
Sure.
Yeah.
You at a beach club? Sure. But at rodeo, or it was an instance, me and my friend, we went to Little Hen in River Oaks. You know where that is?
Yeah.
We're walking out. Girl walks up in a see-through dress. I'm talking about you can see her thong. You can see her nipples, trying to take photos. And she looks uncomfortable. Yeah, because it's fucking Wednesday.
It's giving Kanye's wife.
At 3 p.m. and you're in River Oaks District at Little Hen wearing that. That's something you wear to the club. And I think we keep thinking club attire is meant for everything. It's not. It's not. I don't want to see your ass cheeks, especially when the ass don't look good. I don't want to see it. Mm-hmm. I don't need to see your titties out all the damn time. I mean, if you got good titties, whatever. But the ass cheeks, no. That whole little thing that had that trend that was going on with the bubble skirts and the ass out.
So for me, I bought bubble skirts, and because my ass was out, I returned the skirts. I was like, damn, these aren't made for me.
You can be a bad bitch covered up. I promise you.
Yeah. No, I honestly think oh my God, actually these basketball players, these WNBA basketball players, and then these coaches, I forget her name.
I don't know.
The woman coach, the black woman coach.
The one that went viral for dressing up?
Yeah.
I just saw her. She was in a
beautiful
suit set and loafers, and she ate that look.
Oh, but she is coming out to the court in heels, in boots, in a short mini.
It up.
But also she is covered in she's covered. She's not giving anything away. And I'm like, damn, she looks sexy.
So why do we have to feel like we need to go outside with our ass out and we're not even going to the club?
So true.
We
don't even go to the club anymore. So
you would never catch me in a club. Unless it's dire somebody that I really genuinely care about. You will not catch me in the club. I say it all the time. You will never catch me in any club in Houston.
Unless you're on vacation.
Unless I'm on vacation outside of Houston.
Yeah.
And even if that, because we went to a club in Mexico and I was kind of like,
yeah,
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm just not a club person. I'd rather do a nice lounge.
I'm into that.
Yeah. Give me like Secreto.
What's
Have
that?
you ever been there? Girl, I have to tell you off the mic because we can't give it to everybody. I'm going to show you off the mic.
Okay.
That is a place you go, put on a nice ass dress, go with a homegirl or two, get you a nice little section and enjoy the Latin music and dance your ass off on a Thursday. And the beautiful people are in there. Yeah. I'll be in places like that.
Okay.
But you won't catch me at like Seaside and like camp. Actually, I lied. I'll go to camp on a Monday for the crab legs. And I'm gone.
I went to camp when I first moved here and I was like, I don't need to be here at midnight again.
Nope.
I don't need to be here.
It's too much.
It's past my bedtime. This is the line. No, it's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah. The drama. No, thank you. Okay. All right. Keep your ass in the pants.
Yeah. You don't gotta
dress for the occasion.
Yeah. Read the room and dress for the occasion. I've been to like nice events and you got girls wearing dresses and sandals. Why? You're at a whole influencer event. Mm-hmm. And I get it. If you don't like wearing heels, find a balance. That's all I'm saying.
A loafer.
Yeah. Find something. But I also feel like a lot of women, and maybe it's just, I'm not knocking people from Houston. We don't have the style like the East. I give my credit to the East Coast girls. I don't care what anybody says. Them bitches eat down and dress very. When I went for Culture Con, I got inspired. With them girls.
That's cool. And you do need to get out a little bit.
Yeah, they are covered up and eating it.
Yeah.
Serving looks covered up.
So you're not wearing an athleisure set to brunch, I'm sure of it.
No.
Yeah, I do. I'm from LA.
Unless it's like a brunch that I don't really like. It's like chill.
But not for like an event.
But for an event, no.
Yeah. This, a good friend of mine, her friend was in town. Okay, they're from New York. They were both in town for the Beyonce concert last year, which love it. But she was saying, she's like, and she works for Fenty Beauty. And she's like, I mean, people are here in like gym clothes.
That's
like,
wild.
What?
That's wild.
And we were at, oh man, what's the rooftop bar in?
Reset?
No, I cannot remember. But anyway, we were at a bar.
Yeah, no.
At nighttime. People were in gym clothes.
Is not an outfit.
And I was like, no. I was like, but I'll wear athleisure to brunch. She's like, even that, we don't do that in New York. We do not do that in New York. Unless you are coming from the gym,
yoga, Pilates.
And meeting me for a juice real quick. Otherwise, you are going home, you are showering, you're doing your hair, you're getting dressed, you're putting on a fit, and you're coming out.
I would love to see more beautiful fits in Houston. What was it that just happened? I will say, what event just happened before the rodeo? Something just happened before the rodeo. And I was like, oh, Issa Rae came.
Oh, yeah.
And the girls were giving boots and stuff. I said, where y'all been at? Because I don't see y'all on the internet or outside.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they were giving looks, boots, dresses, purses, accessories. They were giving looks for the Issa Rae event. I said, this is what I love to see.
Yeah.
This is what I want to see. The rodeo, there were some girls giving looks too. I'm not going to hold you, but it was just too much ass out. Like, I'm talking about your whole ass cheek is out.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing too is like, dress how you want to be approached, especially as a woman. If you're going outside like that, that's the attention you're going to attract. And you can't get mad for whatever happens or is said or is done to you. Or not even done to you, but whatever has happened and said to you.
Yeah, it's not an invitation for that to happen, but you're not And
when I say done to you, I mean like you get somebody approaches you, gets their number, and then they only try to talk to you on some sex shit.
Yeah.
Look at how they saw you.
Right. No, I get it. Makes sense. I'm going to be covered up head to toe.
And I'm not saying you got to be like Brittany Renner all covered up, but...
No. We're not going there. Okay, Big Win. Where can the people find you? Where can the Whiners find you on socials?
Everything Winnie.
Oh, at Everything Winnie.
At Everything Winnie. And then your favorite win on TikTok, but I'm not really on TikTok like that.
Yeah, me neither.
Every so often, sure, but not a lot. No.
Okay, at Everything Winnie on Instagram for some fashion inspiration, some real talk on the stories. Yes. You go to a lot of fun events out here in Houston. You're well connected, so you take us along for the ride.
I do. Or if I'm out the country.
That's right, which was a time to watch.
It was.
When I wasn't sure if you were going to be coming today. And I've been so busy that I didn't even email to confirm you. So I was so happy when you saw that price. Jesus. Okay. You're out.
Girl, I'm out. That's probably why I'm hot. Oh. I drink this wine like it's water.
All right. Well, not cheers. But did you like this?
I did like the wine. Actually going to take a picture of that. Because I really
nice
thought that
winery in Houston.
I thought that was a rosé.
No, it's really good. I've never had this type of wine before.
Yeah, no, I like it.
And again, I've said this in the past couple episodes. Every bottle that you drink from them, they donate proceeds to The Rose, which is a nonprofit helping breast cancer care.
Ooh.
I hope I said that all right. Nice winery. We love you. Whiners love you. And I'll see you next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Bye.